Hello there, and welcome to our bronze medal coverage from the 2019 World Juniors. This year, the matchup seems to be the underdogs Switzerland versus Russia. Lots of controversy surrounded Russian captain Klim Kostin yesterday after his emotional breakdown during the awards ceremonies. Although Kostin took to Twitter later that day, saying he apologized to the fans and the opponents, but did he really mean that? Let's get into the game. It only took 5 minutes for Russia to find their way onto the score sheet, with Kirill Slepets making his way on the right side. I don't know where the Swiss defender was going there. I'm sorry, I can't find his name. But he kind of just let him enter there, and he does a nice dipsy doodle down low there, goes right to left, and then tucks it 5-hole on Hollenstein. Later into the first period, we have Nikita Shashkov's coming down at the end of the Swiss power play, and he fires one far side on Luka Hollenstein, making it 2-0. Near the end of the first period, Filip Kurashev finds himself with a great chance, but he was gassed, but Russian goalie Kochakov ends up getting a beautiful poke check on him. This is the part of the game where the Swiss finally start to turn up the heat a little bit. Valentin Nussbaumer ends up scoring 5 minutes into the second period to give his team a 2-1 edge in the game. Although later in the second we find Russian captain Klim Kostin absolutely firing one past Hollenstein again, making it 3-1. His celebration was a little bit controversial too, plugging his ears as he trots along the ice there. A lot of the fans did not like that one, and after that he was receiving a lot of booing. Late in the second period, there's a huge scramble in the net as Kochakov makes an amazing save, and then I think the second one ends up either grabbing Kochakov's skate or grazing the post off of a shot by Kamloops Blazer Justin Seagrease, but either way, the puck will find its way in the air over to Yannick Bruchweiler, who bats it probably, at least a good 3-4 feet out of the air, and putting it past Kochakov, making this a 3-2 game going into the third. The Swiss would end up putting an immense amount of pressure on the Russians. After the Kostin goal, the shots were 20-5 for Switzerland at a certain interval in the game. Although through all the power plays and all the shots that the Swiss piled onto the Russians, Kochakov would stand on his head, making crazy saves to keep his team in this one. Although a little bit into the third, the Russians on their first shot of the period has Kirill Slepets breaking in on a breakaway. Holy cow, what rockets this kid has on his feet. And he ends up putting it 5-hole again on Hollenstein for his second of the game, making it 4-2. Luka Hollenstein would end up being pulled for the extra skater, and during this time, the Russians, Kirill Slepets puts away another one to sustain his hat trick and give the Russians a 5-2 lead. Unfortunately for the Swiss, they were not able to come back from this deficit, meaning the Russians take home the bronze medal in the 2019 World Juniors, robbing the Swiss of their first medal since 1998. This game honestly could have gone either way. I found early on the Russians really took a commanding hold of Switzerland. They weren't really able to do anything, and Switzerland was honestly not playing to the expectations I thought they would be. But after that first period, Switzerland came out of the gates. They were taking tons of shots. I'm pretty sure in the end of the game they even outshot Russia, which is, coming from a small nation like Switzerland against an elite country like Russia, that's a really, really good accomplishment. I really don't think this team should look down to this loss. I mean, this is an incredible game. And the other thing that's awesome too, I think 11 players from the Swiss team will be eligible to return for next year's tournament. With the amount of experience that this team has from this tournament, I feel like they can really put a dagger in it next year and see if they can even do the same thing or perhaps even better. Anyways, congratulations Russia on your bronze medal. I'll see you guys later for the gold medal matchup between Finland and the States. I hope you folks enjoy the rest of their day, and see you guys later. Goodbye.